magical time of year when the Great Wall of China and my apartment are the only two man-made structures visible from space.
Here we are going down. See the big tree. See the sideboard there. There's Kojak. There's the nativity scene. Stockings. Look way on top. Now if you can see him. That's Jesus on the top, and there's a star up there. And the lights. Here's my Barbies. I don't collect these guys anymore, but I think this looks kind of cool. Picture of us from the 2005 Marine Corps ball when he was battalion commander. There's the Pacific Room, Pacific Theater of Operations, World War II, pink and white tree. Barbies again. It looks really cool, I think, actually. And then, of course, dun, 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 Star Wars tree. I see everybody on there. I got an Anakin Skywalker this year in Clone Wars armor. Of course, here he is from last year. There's daughter Leia, her husband Han, and his buddy Chewbacca. They all talk, of course, because there's the Death Star. All Bluetoothed in. Young Anakin, that's little Leia. Oh, there's Anakin in his Clone Wars armor. Vader who talks, Obi-Wan, and of course, the droids, and everything. So, yeah, that's it. Go over here. Okay, so here we go down the stairs. Those look really pretty, don't they? Yankee doesn't make those kinds of candles anymore, so it's hard to find them. But yeah, I put LED lights up on the big tree this year and on the railing here, and it looks really nice. So I think that's going to be this is the way, you know what I mean? But here we go over here. Snowmen. Oh, there's me and Mr. Army. There's Rudy in Korea. And the snowman with the skis is the new one from this year. And it's a Yankee candle in the back. Pretty cool. Go into here. And there's the blue and white tree. Let me turn on the light. Let me turn on the light. So you can kind of see what's going on here. This is all LED. I like them. They're different. It took me a while to get used to it, but I like it now. Of course, the Santas. Here, my porcelain ones, which I love. And then, go over here. Here's some Christmas movie. There's Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer and Wizard of Oz. And of course, Christmas Story, The Muppets, and Tweety Bird. And more Christmas Story. And we get into Christmas Vacation. Here's the military tree. It's dedicated mostly to, in fact, all to the Navy Department. Because, well, Marines, Rudy was a Marine, see that? I got that for Christmas from Rudy one year. This is new. And that flag is new. I need a 250th anniversary or birthday ornament for the tree. These are my favorites right here. I've gotten these 21 years now. Almost 21, yeah. 20 years. 21 years. So, yeah. This is a series, The Father Christmases from Hallmark. And I got two alike there. And sometimes they come with deer, which is kind of cool. And this is these are the latest from the last few years. And the one with the deer is this year's. See, he's really cool. There you go. All right, and then of course peanuts. Haven't got any peanuts yet this year, but I will. I'm hoping anyway. You know, just because. All right, and that's where some angels hang out over here.
What?
Okay, so here we are walking over to the angels. I've got these two Lennox angels. Here's one. There's a Hallmark one. Here's the other Lennox. And I like putting lights on the tables just because I think it looks really nice. Around the corner. And this is kind of another Hollywood thing. I've got Scarlett O'Hara there. And of course, Indiana Jones. There we go. There he is. And of course, my favorite Ghostbuster, Peter Venkman. And because I appreciate a fine bottle of wine, you see a lot of that. And I do have plans someday to have a wine tree. There's some liquor, and this is really cool. I won't play it for you, but this is really cool. And this is a kind of a slide player that plays different pictures, that's me and Kojak out in the yard after a snow. And of course, there's Italian winemaking Santa, and here's another one, another Italian winemaking Santa. But it's kind of neat, you know. Oh, there's Gandalf, Bilbo, another Gandalf. They have a really cool Gandalf this year. I mean, really cool. And he talks. I want him. And of course, this is one of my favorite trees. I love it. I love that. I love the ornaments on this so much. They're really cool. That one with the feather in the middle. It's pretty neat. Huh? But people really love this. Of course, there's some vintage knickknacks that I bought from eBay, and then around here, some more. And of course, another elf. We go over here to the gun tree. No, I haven't bought any gun ornaments because this year I just haven't had the chance. So I'm gonna have to rectify that soon, I think. And of course, here is our Advent wreath. So that's pretty cool. And then we'll go over here. And here we go to the sort of bird, cardinal kind of menagerie. Mostly like wild animals, squirrels and a rabbit and cardinals. So there you go. All right, angels. I got two Lennox angels. And the one hanging there is a Hallmark. It's an eBay buy. And then, of course, it is, all right, first candle of Advent is Hope. Second one, oh, I can't remember. Third one will be Joy. And then these guys are Yankee Candle. And there's the Crystal Tree. And there's two Indiana Jones. Right there. There's Scarlett O'Hara. And I've got a lot. And there's, of course, Peter Venkman, my favorite Ghostbuster. There's Gandalf. There's a really cool Gandalf. They've got this year for from Hallmark too, and I really want it. It's really cool. And of course, got, celebrating the art of winemaking and some very, very vintage elves. Wine barrel, all kinds of cool stuff. There's Santa winemaker. There's another Santa winemaker over here, Italian. There's some vintage figures that I got a few years ago, and all the ornaments on the blue and crystal tree. I love this tree. This tree is always really popular with people. You see it. It's really, really quite something. Right, so let's turn around. And here's the gun tree. Now, I haven't gotten any new ornaments for this year yet. So, it is still kind of a, in the making, okay? Kind of a process here. And of course, we've got the Cardinals wildlife tree kind of thing, or wildlife stuff happening. Some Yankee, a lot of Hallmark. And then I turn this off just because that looks better, huh? That looks better, huh? Right? Oh, there's my glass of wine. There's the wildlife tree. And there's the Grinch's dog, Max. Yeah, I got, well, there's a red-tailed hawk. But I got a buddy that's a red-tailed hawk that I absolutely love. I gotta fix the reindeer, don't I? There's another deer up there too. See, he's new. From Hobby Lobby. And of course, I think everybody loves this, Santa's Midnight Ride. Those are blue incandescent lights underneath it. And we'll go over here. Go over to this thing, because this thing has some cool stuff. And of course, there's some more Yankee. No, the candles aren't lit because I don't want Kojak to set himself on fire. And here we go. This is the new one, Indiana Raiders of the Lost Ark. I got that 2 years ago. The one last year was Gremlins, and I hated that movie, so, And then, of course, we've got the carbon freezing chamber. We've got the trash compactor, and Santa and Feeding the Reindeer are in the sleigh, and some things from Hobby Lobby, or I think that's where, no, she got them at Target, I'm pretty sure. My friend Stacy in Wisconsin. And then, yes, this is Kojak's kennel because sometimes he needs to go there. And again, candles aren't lit because of dog. There's that, and of course, here we go. The nativity scene. Pretty cool, huh? So, next Saturday, I get to bring baby Jesus with me, and Father is going to do the blessing of what they call the Bambolinas, and it'll be the blessing of the baby Jesuses. So you get them blessed and put them back with the nativity scene. And of course, up here, that this one right here, I got yesterday at Michael's. Really pretty. And here he is, the big tree. What can I say? It's my very favorite thing to do for Christmas. It's just, aren't these beautiful? I broke one and I almost couldn't deal with it. I got 3 of them last year and one of them broke, and I'm like, but you can see all the cool stuff. Yes, of course, there's Star Wars, Death Star, the Millennium Falcon, and you go over here, there's Red 5, and there's the A-Wing fighter, Y-Wing fighter, I can't remember. That horse right there, I got this year, Michael's. Native Dancer, And then up here somewhere, there's the goat, Man of War. Isn't that pretty? I love that ornament. Here he is, the goat. And there's Imperial Star Destroyer. And there's Vader's TIE Fighter. And then there's the other TIE Fighter. And there, of course, is Han Solo. There's his princess and his buddy, Chewbacca. There's Yoda. See, it's really cool. I love that ornament right there, that deer, Hallmark. A lot of this stuff is Hallmark. All the way up. And see, I've got the Bible up there. There's Jesus. Mary's to the other side. There's another Mary on this side. And you can see them. You can see that one Mary. That's a Old World Christmas. But then the Mary on this side is probably one of my favorite ornaments. It's really beautiful. It's from Hallmark, as many of the really pretty ones are. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I enjoyed doing it. So thanks for stopping by my house. I think I'm gonna go back over here and have a glass of wine. This is the outside. The blue lights have faded, so they look white. I think next year I'm probably gonna just start doing LEDs outside, but I don't know. I mean, I like these better for some reason. They're a little more delicate. And I think there's a couple of strings out that I can fix. Don't worry, I've got extra lights. I always have I've got a set of lights to change for that one. So anyway, this is the house. The outdoors. So let's sit down and have a glass of wine. Hope you guys are having a good Sunday night. This is Steph. Peace out. See you tomorrow.